Hello.
Hey, my husband, how are you?
I'm okay, and you?
I'm trying to, thank God. Yeah, I trying to put something small together, man, because I was talking to Fori and he had mentioned something about like if I put like 4,000 together and send it, so that I wanted to put because but I don't want to send it through him, so I wanted to send it to you. How do I do it?
Okay, but listen to this. I don't know how suddenly there's a confusion between here and Fori, because when you were here, Fori was your anger. Even when I took the decision, they have him a fault that I defended, again because of Fori, and Fori had a contact with some of our friends, and they told me go ahead and take the decision. So I really didn't expect for you and for Fori to have that kind of quarrel that is ongoing. Even the Oman King, the Oman brought me the information. I was surprised, and I really don't know how you and Ofori really having that kind of confusion. So what I want to know is that it reaches a point where it can really be resolved?
See, boss, it can absolutely be resolved. I look at Ofori like a brother, right? That has even he had 2 wives. I look at them like sister. They train them like my own nieces and nephew. So 100% it can be resolved. I think yeah, but unfortunately, some of the things that Ofori has brought forth is what gives me and my mother concern. But every problem has solutions.
What I want to do. Listen, what I want to do. It's not good to get a battlefield that starts from Australia, start to America. Even after you get a stronger war, power and ammunition, you will never win. So you right now you're fighting battles all over. So what I want to do, can we find a way that you will free or find your differences and by that you have a red fight at least back home, which will make it more easier for you to concentrate on the bigger picture. You want that?
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, for me for to come to a resolution with the and the Oman all that one there, because it will make it easier, right? So that there's not a battlefield in Liberia as well with this thing with him and Oman. Is that right?
Yeah.
But see, but let me tell you something though. Ofori is not being completely honest. What Ofori has been doing, he been harassing me, telling me that there was some medicine man there in Liberia, between the Liberia and Guinea border. And then he said that where he carried, he told the man about me. And then he also informed me that he carried UCFOS and that Bobby Livingston there, and the man required 3 human heads. So I said, Ofori, I will not do that. Any kind of sacrifice I want to, I'm not doing no human heads. I can do cows. So then he said, I'm gonna send $4,000 so that he can send it to the sacrifice. But I and Bobby Livingston involved in human sacrifice, and he Ofori will be going to catch the young virgin girls for the human head sacrifice with a camel or Ofori told me that. I even got the camel number. The man called me because Ofori gave him a number, and he told me that you Cephas and Bobby Livingston Ofori carry you there. He said he in Lofa, but he got placed in Lofa and Guinea, and that he'll do juju for your medicine with human heads. So Ofori been trying to get me that I'm gonna follow the same processes that I see y'all for things then to be, for there to be a resolution. And I told him I will not do human heads. I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
I'm not going to Guinea. I'm not talking to anybody from Guinea. Ofori said the guy is a criminal. How you tell me that kind of thing?
But I asked him because he said he took even the big people that he said he not carry McGill there, he not carry President Weah, and he responsible for collecting the human heads in Liberia, meaning to be sacrificing small virgin girls to be able to carry their heads for their particular malam. So the guy last name is Watara. There was some Siafa Watara that I got his number. I can even text it to you.
Control the mic. Control the mic, Stanton.
I sacrificed my life for this party.
No, you have not. You have not. If you are not controlled, I will interject. You have sacrificed nothing for the party. You have used this institution to enrich yourselves. You are the guys who support George Weah with the corruption. You go to the central bank, you sign those checks. You were a truck driver in America. I brought you from the U.S. to Liberia and made you grievance committee chair. When you became grievance committee chair after your anger with George Weah, for which he did not want to see you, I reconcile you two issues and say, TWE come, we need you in this struggle. You came, you listened, you sold out, you went to Amaracon, and right now you work for Ellen. Some of the information that is even going for sanction committee is coming from you. We know who you are. You are the one who dished out MCGILL because you have a competition with him about controlling George Weah. Don't come on this show and put up any minister of finance poster. When I knew you, you had nothing. To me, who you are is someone who came from nothing and decided to join the bandwagon to steal from the Liberian people. When you call me a disruption and you say George Weah ascendancy to leadership today has nothing to do with my advocacy. We have 6 other Liberians here, except for Key Hassan come from Guinea. Those Liberians will tell you that George Solo, man standing up against Madam Salif, man standing up against the UP, man having principles, make CDC what it is today. The discussion we are having about where CDC is going, where sanctions are being imposed, where you have the audacity to tell me that we are having economic growth, that Liberia is growing, when a foreign nation is imposing sanctions on you. When you TWE who own things that you could never imagine you will own, because when the president said, I want 25 million, your care doing your take out your own affair. I'm telling you something today. You can make all your big name. You can go to your Sakamo tree. You are very good with language. You can take respect Magalo, you can take respect me. But there's a day, you TWE, you will stand on in corruption code. All that money where you're stealing, all the big English where you're speaking, you will speak it to judges because you will not go free. George Weah will not go free. Our dream that was stolen, our revolution that was stolen, our people that are suffering, you will pay for it. So you can come and show, oh man, Mr. Minister, when I knew you, you couldn't even afford a car. And you want to now only show that when you came for the campaign, who rented a car for you and who paid for it? You never even had transit to wear.
Thank you, Just Thank you.
Magalo, I will tell it to you.
Thank you, Just
be more.
You could have your phone take all the phone stealing money. But even I see the money again, like Brentford, I put it because Ali and I see them carrying in Europe. Some point in the country, all government are in eligible interest. That's the money. But we say how much money the school will get, we'll go to our people there, go pay for the school invest. I can't pay how one can invest. So I will tell the money I carry to Ghana, correct? But one can get it out of me, I will take it from you, Gary. No. Yeah, I'll leave it here. Yes. The day God take me, I will carry her with me. No. Our grandchildren, I will kind of see the ones there, but what kind of looking for? They go book power on there. So these are the things we'll be doing. I just want to say thank you to for doing what he's doing. What is the young man doing? He's just doing a part. One day will not be represented. But you could have your phone take all the phone stealing money.
I have to ask has to do with the issue of you using your platform to degrade Liberian women. And I will give some instances. One, in 2016, when the Ministry of Labor was persecuting some Lebanese nationals for human trafficking of Liberian girls to Lebanon, you use your show to bring another young woman on your show who you claim knew the victims and castigate those victims as prostitutes on your show, and that they were lying on the Lebanese national while the case was in court. The Minister of Labor at the time was need to lie, and I was at the Ministry of Labor, and we followed that. Two, when Canadian missionary was accused of raping and impregnating a young girl who lived with him, you brought that Canadian missionary on your show to talk about how he was the second coming of Jesus Christ and the people were lying on his name. Three, when the More Than Me saga happened, where the American Katie Myers Institute that she was running in West Point had an issue of sexual abuse, and some of those girls were abused and told, and some of them even contracted HIV and AIDS by Katie's boyfriend at the time, when she did not properly report that matter until later on, and that became a huge issue where the women of Liberia stood up and protested against it. You brought Katie Myers on your show and told her that she was doing a great job and that the Liberian women were jealous of her. Not only that, you've consistently degraded, denigrated, discussed, insult, and disrespect Liberian women on your show, to include, but not limited to, former Representative Josephine Francis, Otokane, Just Mappin Morgan, Vivian McGill, Safari, Madam Medina Wisa. The list is long of women you have done that to. The question is, women make up over 50% of our voting population and our population. You're contesting for the biggest county in Liberia, Montserrat. And let's not forget Augustina Gray, who your friend Mo Ali had impregnated and tried to get to have an abortion, and you went on your show and called her a hopo Joe. You now want the support of Liberian women as senator of Montserrat County. What message do you have to give to Liberian women tonight in support of your bid, given your past history with denigrating, discussing, disrespecting, and demonizing them?
Thank you, Mariah. Thank you very much.
Mariah Kula, you
Yes,
saying some of the worst things about me. I don't have any respect for you. I don't dignify you. Hold on, Santa, but you let me speak.
Answer the question.
Santa, I will not do that yet, Santa.
Mariah will not do this, Mariah. You have asked a fair question.
I will not do that.
You're given a chance to answer further.
But
Please
it should not be personal.
But
You
no,
will not
do not
respond to me personally.
I have the right to respond.
Mariah, do not interrupt him. Again, you have your time.
Interrupt if it goes personal.
No, you will not interrupt, Mariah. You must give him a chance. Mariah, you must give him a chance to speak, please. Do not interrupt him. Costa, please.
All the women in the basket that I place Mariah Yakula, I do not respect. They insult me, but they expect me to not respond. Then they throw their hands up and say, I'm a woman. You don't know I am a woman? If you are a woman, you will respect yourself and respect how you talk to a man. If you disrespect me and you insult me and you expect me not to respond, I will respond to you. And Mariah, listen to me. I'm not counting on your vote. I'm not counting on it.
You did not get it. You didn't know that.
Stanton, if this continues, I will have to leave the show.
Mariah, I hate to mute you because we didn't say we should do this show by talking over each other. Please. Again, you will have your time. Costa must speak. He's the guest. Please.
Mariah, I don't respect you. If you insult me, I will respond, which you often do. I will not care that you are a woman, because a decent woman does not insult a gentleman. She does not. A woman who throws insults at a gentleman and expects to be treated nicely like a queen is delusional. So if you want respect, you must earn that respect. All the other women you name, or you disrespect the other woman, you think you can turn the Liberian women against me? Right on this live feed. Let me talk to the Liberian women. All of you who know that I respect you, say it to her so she knows that. The women who disrespect me and they want to run and hide behind a womanhood, I will respond to you. You mentioned Eva Mapper Morgan. Mariah, you are I don't understand. Eva Mapper Morgan is one of the worst things that happened to the Liberian judiciary. She is a crook. The Supreme Court set up a joint inquiry committee that investigated her. And no, they condemned her. The report is there. Stanton?
Yes, please go ahead.
Will you take charge?
Costa, you need to speak. Mariah, please. Again, we just had a long, sorry you wasn't in our conversation this afternoon, because I think it was going to be important. We cannot interrupt. We cannot speak when they get speaking. Please consider it. When Costa is done, you will have your time to speak. Costa, please proceed.
Thank you. I hosted Chucky Taylor because Chucky Taylor wanted to be heard. I have no regrets. You guys run it. You host this platform that you don't agree with, that have done terrible things. You know, Voltaire said, I will defend your right to speak, even if I don't agree with what you say. I believe in that. So hosting Chucky Taylor is something you want to tie around my neck. If Chucky Taylor wants to speak, if Charles Taylor wants to speak today from The Hague or from London, wherever he is in prison, I will host Charles Taylor. Terrible people appear on platforms all over the world. So I make no apologies.
Hera Costa, we're going to be bringing in Sir Joseph because you'll be running against Sir Joseph. He's a sitting senator right now, and you want to unseat him. Before we do this, Mariah, please don't be.
Regarding, I have a fundamental problem, and there are a lot of things from both sides of the argument of presentation. What Senator Dillon said is true. Some of what Senator Teddy said is true. I think the problem we are having in the Senate that we need to correct before we talk about this bill is we come to session only on Tuesdays and Thursdays. But as soon as we come here and we start reading documents, and the Secretary of the Senate read one page, we say, let's vote on it. That is where our problem is coming from. This Senate must make a determination that when an instrument comes before the Senate, then be read, and understand what is at stake. That's where our problem comes from. Because honestly, it was voted for. But the version in the public compared to the consultative meeting we had is different from what is recorded.
That is it right there.
And the reason why it's different, by the time I started reading it, for a lot of months, and that's what happened. I don't think we're sensitive.
You're right.
And what is also obtaining, presiding, maybe the public don't know, there is already an existing retirement bill in the public. People that were here in 2005 that they get re-elected, they take pay every month. They have retirement package. What the Senate did is to harmonize the current retirement package. That's harmonizing. In the harmonization is less than what is obtaining now. That's what we agree on. That the country is going through financial crisis. There's problem in the country. Let us cut down what is existing now and let it fit to current day reality. So, precisely, I will close on this matter. I think this matter is great. The information in the public is not right. The information to our colleagues about our colleagues on the judicial committee is not fair to them. To take a committee report, the signature page, and start singling out our colleagues of passing a bill, that is not how it's done in the legislature. Bills are signed. They are signed instrument by the President of the Senate or the pro temp, the President of the Senate, not President, the Speaker of the House,
the Secretary of the Senate, the Chief Clerk, and then the President of the Republic. So they get a committee report and go on a show, a talk show, or go in the newspaper and go demonstrating here and say the Senate is being insensitive. I don't think it's fair to the adversary. It's not fair. People that are preparing to contest in 2023, they should find another way of processing their campaign strategy.
Yes.
No, it's not fair. Or presiding. This is a serious matter because some of those things poke in the air. For example, we are opening on this floor. We don't necessarily agree on the issue, but you cannot single out a senator and make it look like either he's an interest or he's a bad man or this. He signed a committee report that we agree with debate. And Coach, I was presiding, let me close by saying to you that I know that what was discussed and agreed in our constitutional meeting was not what I've seen in the public. And on that note, Mr. President,
I will not campaign for you unless you pay me. I'm not stupid to use me and dump me for your business. House are lost. Cars are lost. Marriage are lost. Business, everybody saw it, are lost. Bank account are lost. I don't want to go further. My only reward was a stupid job and a smoking car. Tete and Ratty came to me by Mary Pro out of sympathy. Your people should not push me. I can swallow things, but when you aggravate me, I will come out. I will come out. And when I do, it will be disastrous. Tell them not to offend me. You looking at me, all of them, we need you now. The mirror is open. Come back to Liberia. We need you. The people who are running us. Why you didn't think about that first? I'm telling you now. What I have put together, if I unleash it, it will be disastrous. Very disastrous. I've seen a lot. I've witnessed a lot. But I keep quiet. I keep quiet for many, many reasons. When popular uprising was about to be used to topple your government, the Ninizio and Ninichiaren that you got around you right now, they kept their mouth shut. In fact, they added more fuel to the fire. Who you had? Was it me? But all the talking I was doing, what did I get? Personally, what have I benefited from you? I want you to tell the world, personally, man ain't give me a Ray-Ban or a sneaker. And one morning you call Maggie. Oh, Maggie. They say I gave her picking 10,000. And you all started laughing, joking. Because you never gave me 10,000. You have never even put your hand in your pocket and gave me $20 US before you, money. Yeah? But we take the course because we were true friends. Your people might not make me angry. For 2.5 years, I was defending you. They will not even allow me to enter your yard. One day I beat my way. When the girls' Lone Star team, you remember vividly, was preparing to go to Sierra Leone. I beat my way onto the football pitch because we were pretending to them how they will line up with the Sierra Leone national team and then how the officials will shake their hand. That is what camping for your steps to wash a car with more champagne, $350 US. That is what camping. world campaign, but you feel like what you eat lobster, and he's showing a baby chicken and driving at the 8,000 car. That means world campaign. That means world campaign for Janako to be controller general. Buy a web that PPCC plus. That means world campaign. That means world campaign for Bessie Yegan to be head of place. Buy a web that one of the people want to NASCAR. That means world campaign. That means world campaign for Emma Castro to be the head of NAFA. While husband is a consultant to Marita. That means world campaign. Oh, that means world campaign. So from the investing, how can I go into detail? That means world campaign.
Are you listening to it? I am rude. Okay, so you want to see that you saw somebody? I am rude. And I said, if you insult me, I will not pick your ball. So let me know. You can't go for what are you watching? You can't do that. You can't do that. There's a doctor appointment. You should be asked on somebody now. You should get answer. You will stop me. You should get answer. What's the you should get answer. You're smart. You are up here. You're smart. You are up here. You're smart. You are up here. You should be asked. You should be asked. You guys saw somebody mother, yeah? You
That is world campaign for your stepson to wash a car with more champagne, 350 US dollars. That is world campaign. That is world campaign for you feel like what you eat lobster, and he's showing a baby chicken and driving at the 8,000 car. That is world campaign. That is world campaign for Janako to be controller general. Buy a web that PPCC plus. That is world campaign. That is world campaign for Bessie Yegan to be head of place. Buy a web that one of the people want to NASCAR. That is world campaign. That is world campaign for Emma Castro to be the head of NAFA. While husband is a consultant to Marita. That is world campaign. Oh, that is world campaign. So from the investing, how are we going to detail?
Good morning, my friend and brother Francis Kangoma Dono. Good morning to you.
Good morning, AB. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. You know that you went and you returned safely. I'm grateful to our God. Our God answered our prayer, and you are back. I don't have to do all the nyama nyama I was doing. So I just want to say in this public manner, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to join you on this platform, and I'm so excited that you are back and welcome again to the home of the free and the land of the brave, United States of America.
Thank you. Thank you, my friend and brother Francis. It was a very challenging trip that I went back to Guinea. I left Guinea in 1997. So for me to return back there, there have been long years. And for the village that I wish I went to, I left from that village 24 years. This year make it 24 years. 24 years since I left that village in town. But I mean, everybody was excited to see me. Everybody say I'm getting so huge. Everybody say, oh, America is good with you. Everybody want to see American in us. So yeah, it was a trip that I was due to attend to because my father had 15 children altogether, and then I'm the firstborn or the first man, someone would say. But so we the men we were like 3 men, but one passed away, so we have left only no, we're 4 men. So logically we are now 3, and I'm the oldest for the entire family, men, when counting men. So I was due to visit that, but I'm back. I was away. I mean, I enjoy you. Let me tell you thank you, and thank you to our audience for listening to you. But I'm back this morning. I came yesterday. I wanted to rest, but for the demand of our audience, and they asked me for me to be here this morning. So I did everything last night. I did the clippings for me to be here. So we are jumping into the news. There have been a lot of news that have been happening since I was away. There have been a lot of news on the arrival of Amra Conan in deciding whether he will run for the Senate for Bapolu or for Mosul rather. A consultation have gone on currently, which of course I have fact that Abba will be contesting for Bapolu County. Although he have not come on here to tell the public, but that is the fact that I'm telling the public now. Before Amra Kona come, he will be running for Bapolu County. And then we have the saga of the sanctions and the money the senators. The senator then said that they should be paid even when they are retired, peacefully elected and retire. So that means that when the people reject them, they should be paid. So that is the news that get me pretty much concerned, that I want us for us to talk about. But what's your take this morning when it comes to those factors and with the resignations of I think 3 officials. So what's your take?
Anyway, we discuss, excuse me, lengthily as the news unfolded. We lengthily discussed the newsmakers and the news except, and the issue of the kangaroo retirement scheme. We dealt with it, and it got put in the trash upon arrival at the level of the House of Representatives. On the issues of the suspended sanctions just via government officials, the life of Mr. McGill, Councillor Cephas, and Bagube number 2, do try with it. If you were to ask me my take, of course you done already. I would clearly suggest to the government of Liberia and Joshua, in the first place, Liberians, especially government officials, who are caught doing wrong, it is almost extremely impossible for them to resign or for them to be held accountable internally on their own on the basis of good character, good moral, and integrity for the institution. Many of them don't see that. For the first time in my adult life, only 3 people that I know that did that during previous government. Councillor Chewan Gungolo did it. Councillor former Solicitor General during early time, even though he was sent to Minister of Labor later on, he did it. Councillor Christina Carr, former Minister of Justice, did it, and she cited that Madam Ellen Johnson said the corruption King Kong was interfering with her job as a Minister of Justice. Madam Attorney Saye, former Minister of Finance, also resigned. So those are the 3 people I remember. If you know anybody else that you remember that resigned from their position as a result of corruption or integrity or moral and character allegation, then you can let us know. So the resignation did not come as a surprise. I'm very confident. I'm very, very confident that President George Begubel Manebuya Pastor, based on pressure mounted on him by our international partners, behind the scene diplomacy, had called on these 3 officials to resign. If they have not done that, if we have not asked them to do so, I'm very positive they're not going to do it. The reason is simple, because they were still enjoying government immunity and thinking that they're going to come back, and thinking that Liberia has always been a country of impunity, so they will go free and they will be just okay, they will be called back. But my honest suggestion to the government and to the President of the Republic of Liberia, George Mane Begubel, is to forward MCGILL, CIFA, and Gil Traore immediately to the Minister of Justice for prosecution. And I think our almost 200 years partner, diplomatic partner, historically, the United States of America, through the Treasury Department, will be able to provide much more detailed and tailored investigatory report that even led to the sanctions of these 3 officials to the Minister of Justice or through the President's office for possible prosecution and possible jail term. That is my recommendation after their resignation. Our major, we got so many problems in Liberia, but our number 1 cancer problem in Liberia is corruption by public officials, not by the ordinary people. Corruption by public officials. Say we do not have a junta system in Liberia right now, we got some kind of kangaroo quasi-democratic government because we actually elected them. We cannot place them on the poll to use AK-47 on them like the junta leader Samuel Kanyando, who does not have a grave right now, did on April 12, 1980. If we have that kind of government by this time, probably MCGILL, CIFA, Begubel number 2, Councillor Vani Sharma, Yomi Johnson, they should have been polled on the live poll and use AK-47 and bring them down. But hopefully, we are now in the 21st century. We do not subscribe to that kind of harsh punishment. But you know what? Every strong diagnosis requires stronger prescription to be able to solve the problem of that diagnosis. So we are practicing some form of democracy, so we cannot do that. But what we can do is those things that also democracy agree with. We should holding people accountable for their actions, for their stewardship. So they should go to court, we should prosecute them. If they are guilty, we prescribe the right punishment for that guilty verdict. That's my recommendation.
All right. I am looking at it from a different point of view. I'm looking at it from a different point of view. You know, the Liberian government has now been. It was not the Liberian government that said that these people are corrupt. You have anti-graft institutions in Liberia. They never said that these guys, they were corrupt. These anti-graft institutions, some of them which of course have been strongly criticized by them, by listing the chairperson for Legis as a land when they went to Dema, they strongly condemn him. So the issue of America putting sanctions on these guys, one will say it was just America's point of view. One will say it was just America's point of view. That was not the point of view of many Liberians. Because you have anti-graft institutions. Why these anti-graft institutions have not been able to come out with the scheme of corruption that this guy been carrying on? Why? Is it because they are afraid? Or is it because they don't have the facts? That is something that we need to look at. But not to bore us too much, you know, the issue of Americone, I want to touch on that. You know, the issue of Americone coming back into the country, the issue of Americone coming back into the country, yeah, I have checked the system already. The issue of Americone, coming back into the country, it was so good. But I can tell you for a fact, but we'll keep that for another day. I can tell you for a fact that the Liberian people have not forgotten what Americone did to them. I can tell you for a fact that the Liberian people have not forgotten. If some of us are forgetting, vast majority of the peasants have not forgotten. But we'll keep that for another topic. We'll keep that for another day. Americone, I don't have anything against him. No. But like I said, we'll keep that for another topic and for another day. So, what's the topic for today, Francis?
The topic for today is after the resignations of Nathaniel McGill, Bill TWE, and Councillor Serena Cephas, what next?
You see the three guys, the two guys that are standing behind me, Josh Manawia and that of Len Eugene Nangbe. It is Len Eugene Nangbe that Josh Manawia want to select, want to appoint to replace Nathaniel followed by Gale. But Nathaniel followed by Gale does not want that. Nathaniel followed by Gale prefer his deputies. Nathaniel followed by Gale told Josh Manawia that his deputies should be in charge. But after that, Nathaniel followed by Gale said, the next thing that we saw Josh Manawia calling Nathaniel, calling Len Eugene Nangbe to come to have meeting with the Chinese ambassadors. What does that speak to you? For the issue of the other two guys, Bakube Jr., Bill TWE, Better currently he went to a country. He is anticipating of running. The Ghana have still enough of our country money. They have that into their pockets. They have that into their pockets. And these guys, they are just from different planets, I believe. These guys are from different planets. For people to be having that lump sum of money, $4 million, which the Ghanaian bank found in Nathaniel Follow My Gate account. 4 million. I'm not saying 2 to 3 million, 4 millions. 4 million into Nathaniel Follow My Gate account, and that account is freeze. What you will say about Bekube? The bank, the GT Bank, and the Echo Bank in Liberia, they're saying that they cannot release the amount. So for me, nothing will happen to these guys. Nothing absolutely will happen to these guys. Nothing will happen to them because the country. Nothing will happen to this Ghana because the country now. Can you imagine Josh Manor? We are excellent security to a man who is suspended. A man who is suspended. Excellent security to Nathaniel Follow My Gate to go to Sycamore Tree or to the lodge. Then you come and tell me that guy is suspended, but he is using the same lesson plate. He using the same government vehicle with the lesson plate. Then you telling me that guy is suspended? That's something that I should go listen to. Nothing will happen to this guy here. Josh, when we have gone to Nathaniel Follow My Gate, and let me tell you, it was day for yesterday. Day for yesterday, it was the time that Nathaniel Follow My Gate met with Josh Manawia. Josh Manawia begging, and the resignation what Nathaniel Follow My Gate saying, Nathaniel Follow My Gate will be taking pay on a cover. Josh Manawia, I'm not saying they say, because for us here on the talk show, we can talk with evidence. We can talk with facts. Josh Manawia told Nathaniel Follow My Gate that just resign, say your resignation, but you'll be taking pay. Let it go to go check. Josh Manawia, let it audit. So for me, I know that nothing will happen. I know that Liberia and Liberians, we are too little things satisfy us. Little things satisfy us. Little things satisfy us. I turn the pendulum over to you, Francis.
Anyway, can you hear me, AB?
Yes, you're live.
Okay, great. Let me go back to the sanctions report by the Treasury. All the way to the bottom there, the United States government through the embassy or through the treasury, they further indicated during the sanction regime against the 3 former officials of government and those that will be listed, the treasury will continue to evaluate and to review compliance. If George Weah, as the president of the Republic of Liberia, and his government will be paying folks undercover, folks who have stolen from the people of Liberia, folks who have abused our just cause reasoning to give them power, and folks who continue to abuse political power, economic power, social, and financial, including against their rivals, paying former warlords against their political rivals, and they will be protected by our presidency and by our government. You need to think twice, George Weah. The sanction is actually creeping on George Weah, and he's not too far from being part of it. The United States government told us through that document that if the government does not follow through, based on that report, bilateral and multilateral assistance to our country will be reviewed. And in the process of revision, it could be stopped. In addition to that, there is a fallback position that the United States government can also get involved with that. They can go through the United Nations Security Council to impose or to take similar decisions. And if the United Nations do that, that means MCGILL, CFOS, and Joe Traore, Vanny Sherman, Prince Yomi Johnson, they cannot even go to the border of Australia with Liberia, Guinea with Liberia, Ivory Coast with Liberia. They need to ask every Snow what happened to him for the last 10 years when he was under sanction. They need to ask him. So I do not really worry about whether George Weah will be paying these guys undercover. But one good thing I know, except cell phone don't exist, except technology don't exist today, except Google as a biggest internet software engine for the whole global village, except Google doesn't exist. As long as those mechanisms, those software exist, whatever they do in the dark, in the day, behind the scene, it will surface. And when it surfaces, we already know for free. Between now to December, additional lists will be coming out. Additional lists will be coming out. So and even George Weah, not too far from being sanctioned. So let the government number one continue to pull them undercover and pay them, and don't follow through what America has said to him and to the government. So I don't really worry about that. But if George Weah does not take further punitive action against his former officials, then that will just give us the conclusion that he is another corruption King Kong. Corruption King Kong in chief. So you know what, Eddie? American ambassador told us that the American government is proud to continue to stand with us and to do whatever they can do to get our country to turn the corner around. However, we the Liberian people must also seize the moment must also see the movement to hold our public officials accountable through democratic means or those tenets that are supported by our Constitution and democratic government. I pause for now.
You know, there have been a lot of time that the American governments, they have said that there have been a lot of time that the American government have said. Let me just start with Henry Pentecostal, in fact. You know, when Henry Pentecostal came and said that the sanction is coming, the same guys then said, the man is lying, the man is lying. But now today, they're saying the sanction list and additional one to be up by December. This Ghana will not change. This Ghana will not change. You see Bill Torre? You see Bill Torre? You see Bill Torre? You see Bill Torre? People that are thinking about, I just said that the man gone to Riverside to campaign, to launch his campaign. Yeah, Bill Torre that's sitting there with liquor bottle. Bill Torre. All right? The man bought motorbikes. Where all this money coming from? Where all this? You said?
They put it under their pillows.
Yes. But you know, I don't blame them. I don't blame the people. I blame our banking sector in our country, because our banking sector, the government said that they will not release the amount. But in Ghana, when Nathaniel followed MCGILL had another account, the Ghanaian government tormented them for the Ghana to release the amount. The Ghanaian government. So on that note, let us stop here for today and be able to take a series of calls. Huh?
Yeah, from our audience, right?
Yeah, from our audience. And let our audience call and be able to tell us what they mean. And you know, I want us for us to look at, you know, what's on your mind on Friday. A lot of issues on Friday. But for today and tomorrow and day after, let us discuss the topic as it comes. So on that note, I will stop here, except when you have something to say, or if not, you can go ahead with your commercial, and then from there, then we can be able to announce our numbers.
Yeah, some of our audience are saying echo coming from me. Let me change my microphone quickly, my headphone, right? Let me change it. I got two here. Let me change it. Maybe that will be better.
Okay. While he is going to change his microphone or the headphone, I mean, for me, I am very, very grateful to our sisters and our brothers that remain firm. Steam Bongay, she is one of the brilliant women. And I'm happy for me to be friendly with such a brilliant woman in our time. I am very, very happy. Madam Colley, she is another brave woman. Pa James, he is. So I am happy for me to be able to affiliate or associate myself with a lot of brilliant women of our time. Francis, you okay?
Get a few seconds, please.
So we will be discussing a lot of topics as it comes. You know, for me to get adjusted with the system and all the the stuff you have to take a few times. But other than that, I am pretty much happy for me to be back. I'm happy to be back in the land of the free. America is great. Francis, you all right?
Yes, I'm good.
Okay. So keep
How about you? Do you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing. I mean, as we are about to announce our number for our audience to be able to call this morning, remember my number is not yet working, but I have my personal number, which of course I will be able to give to my audience, which is 215-266-6509. That number is the same number as a WhatsApp number. Once more, 215-266-6509. That is the same number as a WhatsApp number. Francis, you can go ahead to announce your number.
267-938-2801. 267-938-2801.
All right, you can keep your call coming out, or better hold your peace, because it is good. It is good that we discuss it here. We talk about it here. We talk to our audience just how we receive the information, and a lot of bombshell will be coming in times to come. A lot of bombshell from Sir Joseph camp, from those corruption King Kong. But one of the things that I wanted to touch on this morning was the issues of the senator and but anyway, they said that bill is already dead upon arrival. You have another call?
No call yet. No call yet.
I keep your call coming out on 215-266-6509, or you can keep your call coming on 267-938-2801. That is the number to call to be part of the Magnificent Abraka Talk Show this morning. Call now or better hold your peace. Call now or better hold your peace. You can also call on your WhatsApp, or you can call us on your personal phones, and we'll be here to receive your call. Keep your call coming out on 215-266-6509 or 267-938-2801. That is the number to call. Yeah, Francis, as I was saying, the talk show, our star have been really good, and it seems like a lot of the guys have tried not to copy our star. So we need to change the course, the weight of our presentations, because this star was only created by the general himself. But some other guy have started to take our star. We will leave it with them. I keep your call coming out on 215-266-6509 or 267-938-2801. That is the number to call this morning to be part of the Magnificent Abraka Talk Show. Thank you, Florence Colley. Thank you, Stim Bonge. Thank you for you welcoming me back. Thank you for Felicia's Davis. Thank you. But you guys have to call. You guys have to call now. You guys have to call. We want to hear from you. We want for this thing to be interactive. We want for for our calls to be interactive, not for us to just be one person talking, but at least for it to be interactive, for you to be able to say your own. And let me say, we have already said ours. So it is left now with you for you to be able to say yours. Florence and Corey, welcome back, Ibrahim. Yeah. Thank you, Florence. So while we await our calls, we'll play you few clips. Thank you, Fala Taylor. Thank you. We'll play you few clips. So.
This world campaign for your steps on to Washington. With Boer Champagne, 350 US dollars. This world campaign. This world campaign for you to like to eat lobster and he's showing the baby chicken and driving at it. That's now car.
What the issue of this Minnesota campaign? What the other topic? What the other vibes coming from? I know it coming from Eugene Facon, but why it just all on Facebook like wildfire?
Yeah, you know, there is a guy, a young guy in Liberia, very creative. Lawyer Family TV actually hosted him and tried to interview. He said he is a music writer, but he doesn't do too much video. However, he then kind of just practicing to be creative. So he uses the tune and tempos of each individual that talk to be able to do that. So the gentleman asked him whether he made any money. He said he didn't make a penny. In fact, the fact that he did that, he actually emailed Eugene Fagon to see whether, in fact, Eugene Fagon told him, according to him, that, "Mama, you on your own, I didn't tell you to do my talking point with son." So, I mean, you know, that's a very creative story. If I on my phone, I contributed $25. So Lawyer Family TV trying to solicit $1 or $2 for you to buy soap to work. But I mean, it is really nice that he was able to do that. And he further mentioned that it is the happiest party song, political party song in Liberia. Every nightclub you go to, every get together, like people play this song, and that means supposed to campaign.
When I heard about it, so I actually went there to go to listen to the guy. The guy is creative. But being creative and bending library is just double trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I have a caller here.
Yeah. Thank you. Pick up that call.
Good morning, caller. What is your name? Where are you calling us from?
Good morning. My name is DFC. I'm calling from North Carolina.
All right, my brother. You already got the topic we're discussing today, right?
Yeah.
All right, give it to us.
Yeah, it is so embarrassing. Liberia, every day, Liberia. It's so embarrassing. I don't know. These guys are bunch of criminals. For the past 20 years, they were lying, living online just for them to come erase themselves. This whole fashion business is the reason why those guys were doing stuff like that is because of the hair. The hair, you remember Modamodu Liquor Talk Show?
Yeah, he said it was a liquor talk.
Modamodu said for the beginning, for the Liberian people, we are not serious. We are not serious people.
Mm-hmm.
We want to talk like chicken without hair. So we talk, blah, 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 blah. After a couple of time, it died down. These guys, did a lot of looking over there, a lot of stealing, from the head to the toe. Joe William was so good. You know how Joe William went to Liberia? The Musa is the one that helped Joe William to go to Liberia. Joe William was nowhere. 2004. He said we gotta get this young man. This young man is so bad, is so broke. His wife put me out. You know, today they left the power privately, building houses. Come on, man. If that was Annie Johnson saying they would have taken on to shoot her out. If that was Annie Johnson saying the whole world would have said no, maybe Liberia, they would have rise up and they would have asked information to go get her out. But because the love of Josué is like the love that kills people. That's why I killing the Liberian people. This guy is embarrassment to the country. By now, he could have been down. That would be the solution to the problem. If I was president, those kind of things happen, the next day I would say, I'm sorry, you're in the office, I don't want to be president no more. But it's nothing, you don't even move there.
It doesn't move them.
Because Liberian people, we are not serious. We are not serious. This can never happen in any country. It was that nothing will come out of it. That's it. They play on our own mind because we have no very well that Liberian people, we are like that. We can just talk, nothing can come out of it. We don't have solution to the problem.
Thank you.
All right, Paul. Thank you for your contribution.
All right.
All right, AB, before we get another caller, let me just do my quick commercial.
All right.
All right, folks, Kangoma Multi Services, Consulting, Immigration, and Financial Services. We are offering professional phone consultation and other consultations on all family-based immigration services and financial services. If you want to file for your parents, any part of the world they are, once you are a U.S. citizen, we can get that paperwork done for you. If you want to do your U.S. citizenship, you've been in America on green card at least for 5 years, we can help prepare that document, send it to immigration in real time. We can also do green card replacement if your green card expired or maybe lost or maybe mutilated for whatever reason. If you came on the I-94 as a refugee, from the refugee camp, you're supposed to transition to green card, we can also do that for you. If you want to do fiancé visa, you got no other way to turn, we can help you get that done. If you want to do affidavit of support and you don't know how to get started with the accounting process, financial documents, civil documents for your loved one, to sponsor your loved one to come to the U.S. after the initial approval by the USCIS, we can also help get that done. You know, the agency was established and it is operated by immigrants. So we know exactly what we went through and we're using that practical experience to get it done. Because we have come to realize that a lot of our people in the community do not have enough money to go to lawyers or to go to law firms. So we are taking nominal small amount of money if we were to sit to do that paperwork for you. If you want to talk about mortgage, you want to get involved with mortgage issue, maybe you want to buy a house, maybe you want to do pre-college tuition for your child in high school. By the time they graduate from high school, they can go to college without crediting from the government, you know, about student loan. If you want to do some, private 401k kind of investment, maybe you want to do insurance, life insurance, auto insurance, and auto insurance, and you don't really know where to get started, or you want to do your repayment of student loan, you don't know how to get the paperwork done. Everything in this country, there's a way out legally that you can work on and you will be accepted. So you don't even have to choose us, but call us so that we can provide you guidance to get started with what you want to do. So our numbers are 267-648-8012, 267-648-8012, 701-330-4693, 701-330-4693. Call on us and ask us any question. Anytime, no special time. Just call after the show. Okay? The only exception is the show time. After the show, give us a call so we can offer you free advice. Thank you, Mr. Kamara. Let's move on.
Yeah, since our audience does not want to call, for me, I just wanted to say something, and I wanted to appreciate people that while I was away, people that helped me, willingly. I don't know whether it will be necessary for me to be able to call their names here.
Some people don't like name to be called. Just do a general acknowledgement here.
So I really appreciate every one of you that pick up the phone to call me to be able to ask me how you are. I mean, if you never saw nothing wrong with that, I hold that greatly to my heart. For taking off your money, if even that $2 that you sent to me while I was in Guinea, I appreciated it. I appreciate it so much. And Francis know because he had been through it. You know what it means for you to be stranded in another man's land. And my followers, my sisters and my brothers, you guys were able to do it to the extent that I was coming, I came with money in Guinea and France. You guys did extremely well. And to my friend and brother Francis, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. And I hold it to my heart. And I want to tell the audience, some of you that call me to ask me, how are you, Abraham? I appreciate it. Even some of you who texted me, I appreciate it. So thank you. I appreciate you, and I appreciate everything that you did. Back to you, Francis.
This business, there are a lot of people off the screen, behind the scene, call me and say thank you for what you do. And many people feel that, some people, not many people, but some people, that this is an easy work to do. It is an easy venture to do. But it is not easy. Even just to follow the news, to be able to get it, and to get yourself prepared to sit here and disseminate that news. It is not easy. It is not easy to do it. However, beside my creator, I got motivated every single day, every single morning, to show up, to get out of my closet, to sit here and say what I have to say. Because there were people religiously, vigorously, and honestly actually sitting down waiting to hear from me. There are other means to get their news. However, I broadcast Common Sense reality talk shows platform said that day. And one of the things folks told me, AB, and folks are always said to me even before you travel was, our platform tried to bring some balance to the conversation. which other platforms do not have. Majority of the platforms around here, I kind of political parties, maybe political party candidate, presidential aspirant kind of platform. And we do not do that. And folks, we intend not to even do it. Even though we're not 100% neutral, I have a side, if you have a side. And the good news is both of us support the same candidate, J and B. However, we can differ in real time, which you have watched on several occasions. Sometimes Mr. Kamara disagrees with me, sometimes I disagree with him too. On issues, face to face, on the same platform, which you don't find other people doing. Recent time, I observed other platforms, even the bigger ones, following our format of presentation. And like I told you guys when I was handling everything today, I'm not handling everything. I'm glad. My body is here. That not every day we should be super serious. And we should not even get depressed because Liberia is going through what it is going through. No. Some days, somebody said, the audio is not clear, my brother. Welcome back. I don't know that you are talking about or me. I don't know. My audio been clear or the video. So if you come by then not clear, I hold that on me. So my people, and my body it be like I said earlier, and I will continue to say, I appreciate the opportunity for inviting me to be here to join you do this business. It is not a business that we gain financial benefit or economic benefits, but we gain social, political recognition because we too, we love Liberia and we want Liberia to be a better place for all of us. And that's the pay we get. That's the pay we get. And because you do that, that gave us the motivation to get ourselves more committed and dedicated to these advocacies of change. Whether political, social, economic, development, and everything you think about that is happening to Liberia and Liberians, that all of us consider it to be ugly. And it is that ugliness that we need to keep talking, we need to keep talking, we need to keep advocating, we need to keep moving until we can change it. Like Martin Luther King said in one of his last speeches, that all of us, regardless of what is going on, we must do it. Maybe people keep talking about this thing. You know what? I'm going to switch my connection here. The way I put it, let me do it out.
Hello?
Let me see whether they will get it now. Folks, are you getting it? Is that better, folks? Let me just put this in one side. Is it better, folks? If the echo stay there, just say echo stay there. If the echo not there, say not there.
Yeah,
Yes.
we have a caller on the line. Caller, what is her name and where are you calling from?
Mr. Kamara, I am calling from New Jersey. I just wanted to say thank you for the trip and welcome back to your country. I just want to make a clarification. Mr. Donner, the first Liberian who ever resigned from the government job was G. Bacchus Matthew in 1984. The second person was a school teacher who was going to be president for Liberia, Gabriel Paulet. Okay, that's fine. But the next thing is my brother. Jowia will never allow for my gate to go far away from him. Although God in the session, Jowia will not allow them to go far away from him. They all know what happened to the public work minister. They all know. My gate is not going nowhere. If you go from the time they suspended my gate, if you go to the Ministry of Finance, a check is still running. They just fooling out of the marriage,
All those guys that paycheck will be running, man, and they will get them the best security. But get them not going nowhere. They all know where the body they have been were buried. They will not go nowhere. So thank you very much this morning for your platform. Thank you.
Yeah, Francis, he was saying that what Sting Wanger said is still the same.
I don't know what is going on there.
They said the echo from your mic, the echo from you is still this. The echo is still here. All right, so that how we'll let to come to the very, very end of the Magnificent Abraka Talk Show. I mean, we'll find a way to handle that issue with Francis. But Francis, talk again before we go off the line, so they can be able to see whether the echo stay there.
Yeah, maybe if it's still there at the end of the program, I will just shut down the computer because up to yesterday there was no complaint about echo or any audio.
Okay,
So
it's
and
good
somebody
now.
say it is good now. Just a man. But anyway, my brother, my brothers and sisters, the technology that sometimes trying to flip, trying to mess with us. But in all fairness, I think we are doing a great job as per the feedback that we continue to receive when we leave the show, even on the show. I think we should ask our creator to give us more motivation and strength to be able to do this. Yes, just a message, stay there.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, we will handle it after the show. Probably I need to just shut down everything and
reboot. All right. First, that I will let you come to the very, very end of the Magnificent Abraka Talk Show. Be here with us tomorrow with another fascinating topic. Bye bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.